This year, you come into camp and you're relatively healthy, as opposed to last year. What's different, from that standpoint? I mean, you were, participating somewhat last year off to the side or whatever, but being healthy, how does that change your approach and the way you feel like you make an impact coming into this season?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I think last year at this time, it was maybe a few days before media day, our last pickup day where the injury happened, so it was super frustrating. But coming into camp this year, knowing what to expect, obviously year two, feel very confident. We've been having great workout together as a team. I feel very prepared and ready to go for the season.
I take it you've been part of some of the pickup stuff this summer, so I'm just curious, what's the energy been like in those settings, and is it different at all from a season ago with some of the veterans now around?
Yeah, I think great energy so far. I think we have a really competitive group, which is huge to have. I think we have a very deep roster, next man up mentality, that kind of thing. We can play plenty of guys, and we have a great mix of veterans, young guys who want to prove themselves, and I think there's a great competitive energy around the team this year coming into camp.
Just looking back at your rookie year, what did you learn? What were the big kind of takeaways? Anything that was surprising?
Yeah, I think obviously the change of the game between college and the NBA, just a faster paced game, different style offenses, defenses, just knowing what to expect going into year two, feel much more confident. And, I would say that was probably the biggest thing, was the shift to the NBA game versus college.
Coach Kim, on that note, what is something you're maybe more comfortable with going from year one to year two, knowing that maybe it's a trip to the hustle, it's all the travel, that sort of stuff, and then just on the flip end, best thing you did this summer to off the court, personal development or just a vacation or something like that?
Yeah, it's the second one because it's fresh. My brothers and I started our foundation, so we were able to do our first annual golf and poker event back in Maryland, back in our hometown. So that was pretty neat to do, and to get back to a lot of the military and veterans that we were raised with growing up. It meant a lot to us to have a lot of people in our lives that have impacted us in a positive way. Just to get them all in one area to raise money for a good cause was really special. And then the first one, I would say, definitely the travel schedule coming in from college. That was something to adjust to. It's definitely something that I feel better prepared with going into year two. And yeah, I'm confident and ready to go. I think, going into year two of the NBA, veteran taught me a lot last year, and I feel very, very prepared.
Came right here in the back. Just on a personal level, how big was it for you to get that long-term security with that contract this summer? And does that maybe even free you up on the court even more to where you don't have to look over your shoulder or worry about that for the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think it definitely frees you up a little bit, even though, I always, no matter what the situation is, I try to go out and compete and give it my all every night, every practice. But it does feel good to know that you're going to be in a spot for a few years and, have a chance to grow with the organization. And obviously they have a belief in me, and my ultimate mission is to prove them right every single day. So that's what I'm going to go do.
Travis.
Cam, kind of speaking to that, what do you see yourself as your role with the team now? They did bring in a couple of veterans in the wing, and they drafted a rookie that can shoot the ball. Talk about your role and what you see for yourself and what you think the team has for you.
Yeah, I think my strength in my game is definitely my shooting, so I think that's something that I'll bring to the team for sure. But somebody who's going to bring it every single night and just raise the competitive energy of the group and the intensity and the passion that we play with. I think, all I care about is the team and helping us win. So I think those are a lot of the attributes that I plan on, contributing for the team and just helping the team win any way that I can.
Hey Cam, without Luke Kennard and Desmond Bain on the team anymore, have y'all had any shooting competitions yet to determine who's the best shooter?
Jalen and I have been here since June, doing summer league practice and stuff like that. So we haven't had any shooting competitions like we did with Luke and Des, but I'm sure we'll get some going pretty soon. But honestly, every day is a competition. So we'll think of a game going into this season though.
Any other questions? Okay. Thanks, Cam.
Yeah, appreciate